Welcome back to Fortune Cookies Tarot. If it's your first time here, please like, share, and subscribe. If you are a repeat offender, welcome back. So I'm recording this on Sunday, and the news came out that Amber Heard and Eve Barlow have broken up. So I know that Eve Barlow was, let's say, proactive during the trial. But right now, the um, the Amber Heard supporters are being pretty vicious to her, and they're saying like she was Team Johnny and she was leaking information, and that can happen when you are in a relationship with someone who has some personality disorders, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not mentally diagnosing anyone, but I have dated my fair share of rotten people, and sometimes they can really do a wallop on you. So I want to be kind of nice today, and I want to do like a future reading for Eve Barlow. So hopefully she'll see it. Hopefully this will be very nice and very pleasant. Again, if this is your first time here, please like, share, and subscribe, and let's see what we can do. I think I am going to use, what deck am I going to use? Let's do this. This is always a treat. We'll use the Tarot of the Unknown, because she's going into the unknown. So let's do Tarot of the Unknown. And again, this is tarot reading for Eve Barlow, who has just been dumped by Amber Heard. So let's just see how's Eve doing right now. And we've all been there. We've all been broken up with. We've all gone through some, what, with people, thinking there's going to be a sustained relationship, and then it doesn't happen. So, how is she doing right now? Let's. It's actually pretty good. So we got in the middle, the Eight of Swords in this deck. It is the Eight of Axes. The Eight of Swords, when it's upright, we're tied down, we're held back, even by our own mentality, just restricted and unable to move forward. But when we get it in reverse, that usually means that there's a loosening of the restriction. There's a loosening of whatever kind of mental things are holding us back. And having the Four of Wands in reverse. And this is our celebration ceremony, getting married. That is a chuppah. So this is a getting married card. So not surprising to see that in reverse, because now we are not getting married. Now, I don't know if Amber Heard was actually married to the woman that she was dating before, she was partnered with before Johnny Depp, but she did refer to her as her wife. So I do have a feeling Amber Heard is one of those people that will refer to a spouse as a wife or a husband, even though they're not legally in the past. So this may have been, a falling away of that title in the immediate past, and in the limitations section of the deck, of the spread, is the eight card, which is strength in the traditional Rider Waite, but in this deck it is the anti-whispers. So different decks have different flavors to their card. This one has a little bit more of a nefarious flavor there. It feels like there's a little bit more puppet mastering going on rather than a gentle, easy touch. That individual that's on the bottom just doesn't seem to be having a great time. So but we still have the infinity symbol and the other imagery there. And she does have the hat on, the little cool little hat that looks like the not the lion's mane, but it does kind of look like the lion's mane. So maybe we've got some roles reversed here, but nonetheless, sorry, that was a big yawn. Over her head, discontentment, looking for something better, looking for something less complicated, looking for something that is not in front of us. So that's actually a good sign. And that Knight of Pentacles in reverse, I think part of this was the lack of foundations, financial foundations, all of that. There may have been a situation where requests were being made, or situations were as they were, and insurmountable. So somebody may have been demanding that more money be infused into the situation, or to rectify the situation. Maybe those monies were not had. So Eve actually looks like she has a lot of support. It looks like she's got more of a support system than Amber does. It looks like she has people that she can rely on, and she's not going to be completely on her own. Those threes, when we get into the threes and the pips, we're talking about a coming together. Twos are really partnering up, but threes are coming together more as a group, as a collective, and moving forward into creation, and bringing things to the fore. So that does bode very well for her. How she sees herself, too. Two of Pentacles. She is starting her new foundations. How others see her, shady. There's our Seven of Swords, the Star Shady card. So I have a feeling that Amber is telling her that she is selfish, and maybe throw in some language at her. We'll look a little bit closer. Hopes and fears of coming apart, the Two of Cups, reducing that partnership, getting rid of the partnership. And then the Chariot is the ultimate future. No, it's concerning because it is in reverse, and what that will do is halt the progression of anything that's going on. So if Eve Barlow were a client of mine, I would say full steam ahead. Don't look back. Okay. So I would say keep moving forward. It looks like you've gotten out of a situation. I actually am getting a headache while I'm reading this. So it feels like a tension headache. It feels like there's a lot of tension there. Lots of drama. So the thing that Eve has to be careful of is looking back and going, wow, wasn't it wonderful at this point? Don't nostalgize the relationship. Make sure that you don't do that. It's more important that you move forward, and that you keep your communications very clear, and understand the communications that are coming in very clear. So there's something to be said about not answering things in haste, not answering them without taking some time to process. So I would always let a day or so go by and process. I don't think the other party will react kindly to that if there is some communication going on. It does seem like the other party is kind of snapping fingers. Pay attention, do this. How come you can't do this for me? How come you can't come up with a solution? How come you can't answer me? How come there's a lot of frantic energy that's going on there. And I don't think that Eve could keep up. So it's not to say that she's low energy or low vibe or anything like that, but she just couldn't keep up with the demand. She couldn't keep up with the the hoops that were being put in front of her. So let's do a little story here. Let's tell a little story. So here we go for Eve today. Start today. Here's your advice. So you didn't get everything that you wanted. You did think that it was going to be a more secure and certain relationship. Don't worry about that. Okay. Things will be revealed. Things are going to be said. So also in that vein, make sure that you don't take anything that's said too much to heart. Make sure that you know who you are and know where you stand with yourself. It's more important, because there is going to be some language flying at you. You're going to be hearing things. There are people around you that love you, specifically like a brother kind of character. Not Can't really describe him, but he doesn't shave every day. He gets a little scruffy in between. But short hair, maybe a little bit of a sideburn, something like that, but some kind of a brother character. He is going to have your best in mind. He's going to be the bullshit meter is really what he is. He's a bullshit meter. You'll be able to run things past him because he has no time for nonsense, and he sees through a lot of this, and he's been seeing through a lot of this. So whomever that person is, and it is someone that's close, it's not someone who's completely foreign and just going to show up like, fairy godfather or something like that. But it's somebody who's been involved, and he's not shy with the emotions, and he's angry about the way certain things were handled and the certain things that were said. Don't be depressed. That will hold you back. This isn't something to be sad about. This is an opportunity for you to move forward. So it's very, very much a situation right here where, and I do readings for people like this all the time. They go, "Oh, I can't believe I lost my job. I can't believe he left me. I can't believe she left me." There's a new thing before you that this had to be cleared away before you could get to it. So this is actually a good thing in terms of karmic progression. There's going to be a lot of collaborative work and money that comes in. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that you can get involved in. It's going to free up some energy so that you can give your all to that. And you are going to throw yourself into work. You won't feel great about it. Work is work, but the reality is that that's going to be the bucket that is full and that you carry around for a little bit. So get comfortable with that. So, and you're going to hear a lot. There's going to be a lot of communications that are sent to you. And you have to lean in to your people because they are going your close and intimate friendships. Keep leaning into them because they're the ones that are going to be able to tell you, well, remember when this happened? Remember how crazy that was? You don't want to get in that again. So they're going to really be able to tell you how to do that. So let's look at this. So hang on to those friends. Keep your friends close. Next 6 months. Let's look at the next 6 months for Eve Barlow. Next 6 months for Eve Barlow. Okay, so for the next month or so, you're going to see gaslighting all day long. You're going to be bombarded with information, love bombed, uh, misinformation, disinformation, anything to uh, get you engaged. And it's going to be about trivial things like where's the toaster, where's the blender. So be mindful of that. it- that the goal of gaslighting you is not going to be to get you back, and that's something that you have to understand. The feeling of like, well, maybe this is restarting something, you have to be very careful about that because it's not really what's going on. The other party is just there's another narrative that they are um justifying by the interaction, whether it's by email, voicemail, text message, whatever. There's another narrative that they're coloring in. They're filling in all of the blank spots on that, um, which is really terrible. This other individual is a usurper, certainly taking your place. So that's keep that in mind. Lean into your friends. Make sure that they take care of you in the next month or so. The following month, um, you will need a lot of love and support, and make sure that you just stay with your friends, stay busy with them, the ones that actually truly love you. Then after that, you can take a little bit of a break. Things will calm down. You'll be able to get some perspective. And in the fourth month, you'll be able to look back and really make some clear judgments. By the fifth month, you'll be able to shake most of that off and really, really heal. That's going to be your healing month, the fifth month. So try not to get too involved with anybody seriously. You can date, of course, but don't get into any heavy duty relationships. Certainly don't go back to the old relationship or attempt to go back to the old relationship because it's not going to make any sense and it's not going to work. By the sixth month, you're going to be getting more involved in creative endeavors, things in your line of work. And if you keep yourself clean through the next 6 months and not embroiled into a satellite relationship with this one, or a push and pull and argumentative circumstance, you are going to be able to be much more creative in the future. So that's what I have to say about that. So this is my nice reading for the day. I, I do feel bad when people break up. It's always tough. It's not easy on them, especially if you're a celebrity and it's all over the news, and you were uh, the rebound relationship. It really is kind of difficult. So I know Eve Barlow did a lot of stuff online and did a lot of stuff um, in the courtroom. There's some drama in the courtroom, but all in all, I mean, she's just an individual who's in a relationship who was behaving as expected within that relationship. So, again, thank you so much for watching. Uh, Try and do a bunch of positive readings like that this week. Give some of the celebs advice instead of just reading about the situation. So, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want your own magical reading with me, you can book one at the link in the description below. So, have a great day. I will see you all soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.